If this video found its way to you today, it's because your guardian angels have a significant message meant just for you. There is someone carrying a secret related to you, one that's causing them deep anxiety, guilt, and shame. The angels reveal that someone is harboring a heavy, dark secret, a hidden scheme involving your finances and love life. You made a powerful transformation, an undeniable level up that shifted everything around you. Your love life began to flourish, your financial situation improved, and your self-worth soared. For the first time in your adult life, you chose self-love, and that choice, while beautiful, triggered someone, or possibly a group, to turn against you. This person or entity responded with jealousy and bitterness, going to great lengths to try to sabotage your growth. Thankfully, you were both spiritually and physically protected during this time. However, there was someone who observed what was happening, an onlooker who knew about the harmful intentions directed toward you, but chose not to warn you. While they weren't directly involved, they witnessed the cruelty unfold. It was a targeted attack on your character, aimed at damaging your self-worth and confidence, to keep you from walking your true path. Remember, every person carries both light and shadow, but in this situation, those individuals chose to act from a place of darkness. Let me emphasize this again. Someone is feeling intense guilt and shame over a secret connected to you. It's tied to something that took place within a social group or circle of friends you were once a part of. You were mistreated, perhaps even emotionally harmed, and left with deep wounds, whether you consciously realized it or not. As humans, we are incredibly intuitive beings. Even if we're not fully aware of what happened, we often sense the truth on a subtle, instinctual level. You sensed something was wrong. Your instincts told you something was off. It felt like you were being targeted, maybe even ganged up on. People gossiped about you, and some may have gone as far as trying to harm you or threaten your finances or property. There were even discussions about legal action or false reports. What triggered all of this? They saw your strength, your powerful, unshakable spirit, and it stirred their inner demons. But here's the truth, dear child of the universe. They weren't wrong. You are that powerful. Your spirit is powerful, ancient, resilient, and untouchable. Though you walk this earth, your essence comes from beyond it. No one has the right to tear you down simply because you chose to reclaim your power. Your awakening could have been a light for others, a chance for them to grow too. Instead, they tried to dim that light and block your path. The moment you chose yourself, they saw you as a threat, but you were never against them. In truth, you were a soul sibling, a divine ally sent to uplift and transform their lives. Let me emphasize this: you were meant to alter their destinies. You were the divine link, the gateway to their higher selves, sent by Source to guide and uplift. While you couldn't save them, a higher power was undeniably at work. Your presence in that social or friendship circle wasn't random. It was sacred, almost biblical. You were a blessing, though not everyone recognized it. Some saw your strength as a threat, misinterpreting your divine mission as a challenge to their identity. In truth, you were placed there to spark profound transformation and awaken their true potential. You are a visionary, a humanitarian, a catalyst for change. But not everyone was ready for your light. Some were too comfortable with their shadows, resistant to healing, resistant to growth. Your presence stirred something within them, awakening their inner angel, but their demons fought back. Though your mission was divine, they weren't prepared, and so you became misunderstood, even mocked or targeted. Still, you were divinely protected. No harm could truly touch you. You may have felt the weight of their energy, moments of sadness, self-doubt, or a dip in your self-esteem, but that was your soul sensing what your mind couldn't yet explain. You were walking through spiritual warfare with grace, yet you rose like a phoenix reborn from the ashes. This painful chapter only fueled your transformation, making you stronger, wiser, and more resilient. You stepped fully into your purpose as a light worker and soul warrior. And those who tried to break you, to dim your spirit, ultimately faced the consequences of their own actions. The very traps they set for you became their own downfall. Type 1717 if you believe in the unshakable power and resilience of your spirit. Yes, this may sound intense, but that's because it is. Each of us is here for a greater reason, with a purpose much larger than we often realize. The choices we make today shape the course of our destiny. Some chose to entertain their shadows instead of aligning with their higher selves. Though they had the chance to support you, to walk the path of light beside you, they instead chose chaos, destruction, and karmic debt. While they chose chaos, you stayed protected even through the brief period of spiritual darkness you faced. You are, after all, a being of light. It's in your nature to care, to uplift, and to ease the suffering of others. You've likely continued to offer help, planting seeds of transformation in hopes that one day they'll awaken to their higher selves. You're not just here for yourself. You're here to anchor a new timeline and support the emergence of a more beautiful, balanced, and harmonious Earth. Type 222 to affirm your dedication to harmony, balance, and cooperation. You are a spiritual being navigating a human journey. While many people ignore their spiritual side and focus solely on material gains, this often leads them deeper into chaos and dissatisfaction. Someone who witnessed the wrongdoings against you is now feeling anxious. Though they didn't cause harm directly, they stood by in silence. In the eyes of the divine, being a passive observer to injustice can still carry karmic weight. While their consequences may not be as severe as those who actively caused harm, their inaction still enabled the damage. That said, this person is safe, so don't worry too much about them.